on my post tí mo ṣe lánàá nípa ọ̀rọ̀ Karima. Èmi ò sọ wípé kí Karima má sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ ṣé gan, mo dúpẹ́. Àdúrà ni gbogbo ẹ̀ ló ń já sí. But èmi ò sọ wípé kí Karima kó má sọ̀rọ̀. But do you have to wash all your family debt out there? Do you have to? No matter what happened between you and your family. Ṣé gbogbo aṣọ là ń sá sí òrùn ni? N tí mo sọ nìyẹn. Ẹ̀yin náà gbọ́ gbogbo nǹkan tí àwọn èèyàn ń sọ lórí issue yìí. Òun gan ó ti máa regret wípé kí lòun jáde sọ gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tóun sọ yẹn. Àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ family, ọ̀rọ̀ tó yẹ kẹ́ ẹ jókòó kẹ́ ẹ sọ láàrin ara yín kó parí síbẹ̀, tí ò bá dẹ̀ parí síbẹ̀ kẹ́ ẹ máa rú káàkiri. Kò ń ṣe gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ lèèyàn máa ń sá sórùn. Ohun tí mo sọ nìyẹn. Ẹ gbọ́ nǹkan tí ẹni tí mo gbé sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ mi yìí, ẹ gbọ́ nǹkan tẹ́ni yẹn sọ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. And this is just one of those. Gbogbo àwọn tó ní positive mind lórí nǹkan tí Karima ṣe, àwọn tó ń wá way tí wọ́n fẹ́ tọwọ́ bọ̀ lẹ́nu láti gbọ́ nǹkan tó máa sọ ni, tí wọ́n rò wípé bóyá secret kan wà lẹ́nu ẹ̀. Ó ní gbogbo àwọn tínú wọn dùn sí nǹkan tó sọ. Kò sí nǹkan ìwúrí níbi gbogbo nǹkan tí Karima sọ. As ẹ̀gbọ́n, kò sí nǹkan tó lè máa ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin ìwọ àtàbúrò ẹ àbí láàrin ìwọ àti màmá ẹ. Mélòó nínú yín, èèyàn mélòó nínú yín ló lè wash mọ̀mọ́ ẹ̀ out the way tí Karima fi ń gbé mọ̀mọ́ ẹ̀, calling your mother olórí burúkú? It's too much. That is too much. Ẹ tẹ̀lé mi ká lọ, ẹ gbọ́ nǹkan tí ẹni yìí náà sọ.
I know at the time I once told you guys that on this justice for mobile matter, I'm interested in the case, but I'm going to be doing less of talking because the obvious realities are there. The realities are spelled out. I feel like we are joking around right now, and to me, hopefully, one day, it gets to a logical conclusion. But then, some of you who have been following will remember that I had a concern which I raised about Wunmi's sister. What's her name now? Karimot. The rate at which she was jumping out and going live and doing shows while your sister, who is the subject matter, has chosen silence as an intervention to all of the crisis and uprising. I have a philosophy. I believe in people helping people, but I honestly do not believe in the helper doing more than the LP. You understand? So it's the first red flag for me. You cannot help somebody more than how they want to be helped. So he raised a concern, and I said something which some of you, it didn't sit well with you. Some people came for me. Even she herself came to my inbox, to my comment section, to come and insult me. But I've gone beyond that level. It's crystal clear. That girl is a shallow-minded human being. So I raised a concern. I said, this girl, she's beginning to see a commercial value in this whole matter, and she's clearly have a personal interest in it. What I did not see then, or what I did not know then, that not only that she has a personal interest and has an ulterior motive to it, this girl clearly has bottled a lot of bitterness, pain, and anger towards our own family. Not just Wunmi, our mother, and our entire family. maybe sometimes I realize that some people, once they get to abroad, they begin to feel as if they are more intelligent than their family. People who come from a family of Red Cross, Yoruba will say Atakpata the day when they manage to get out of limelight. It's always a case of Alaudi Lomogun Lajo, and they begins to talk down and look down and want to give orders to everybody in the family because they are in America and they assume that they know better. Most time that is not the case. So long story short, this girl, I ran into a video yesterday that was quite disturbing. Some of you or many of you must have seen it. And Karimot blew the freak out. As bad as it is, I love it because now, one, it established my concern. Two, it gives us a clear picture of who the hell this girl is. I don't care what has happened, but somebody that can come to a live chat and call our own biological mother Olori Buruku and rain curses on our own mother. Why? Because according to her, she filed for the mother to come to the US, and her mother is with the motive not to do her a favor, with the motive of coming to help her raise her kids, to babysit. And the mother now is staying with her cousin, one of the family. I don't know whether they've addressed this before now. The outburst was a whole long video, which brings me to one question I want to ask Karimot. Who are you reporting to? People on Facebook? What is the motive behind it? For anybody to vindicate you that you did not kill Mohbad, girl, nobody ever accused you. For anybody to say you have been a supportive sister, that's what family do. Oh, now you begin to spell out, you say that to go and learn trade. You're not at gunpoint. My question is, what was the motive? Nobody knows. Oh, I'll tell you. The motive is that this girl, one, she has bottled up so much pain. She's a frustrated human being. She has bottled up so much pain in her, and she just find a good ground. Your enemy will strike you at your most vulnerable moments. There are some enemy that you have now that they are smiling with you. They are posing as friends. Wait until you are vulnerable, until your vulnerable moments in life, when they will see a good ground to attack you. There are so many people who are just waiting for you to fail so that they can make mockery of you. And that's exactly what you just saw with Karimot. She just saw a vulnerable moment that she can explore and she can make to have an outburst. Two, she suddenly realized that she's gaining unnecessary attention and prominence. All of a sudden, my dear Karimot became a blogger. Girl, enjoy this momentary fame. Unfortunately, you are not even getting on a good note. Nobody in his right mind, and don't nobody in his right frame of mind will watch that your show and not have one thing to say. That's the majority first instinct of anybody, because you did not support. You are trying to paint Wunmi bad, but I'm not justifying Wunmi, but I think you are doing more damage to yourself. Nobody in his sane mind, nobody in his right mind will watch your show and not really think that you are a vagabond, uncouth, uncultured, ill-mannered. That's the honest truth. It's sad. Do I think that you have a claim or a reason to be angry? Probably. Will you not address it with your mother and your family and internalize? The problem we're having right now is that families don't know how to internalize their problem. And then you are repeating the same thing. So you think the best intervention if you talk to Wunmi and she did not listen. Because till now, I will ask you a question. What did Wunmi do to you? What was our offense? Was our offense? In your over 2 hours video, everything you are saying is that you are talking to her, she did not listen. Which will make me take a little digression. There's a problem with Africa and Africans. When you begin to stand in the place of influence in somebody's life, maybe God just give you an advantage to do somebody a favor. It is not a yardstick for you to become the controller general of their life. This is very common in Africa. Even in marriages, husband is doing something for wife, sending wife to school or buying wife something. They have issues. They will say, what's America? As if that is supposed to be something she's supposed to be rolling on the ground for. That is what people do. Now, if you do somebody a favor, thank you, God bless you. But my dear, as an adult to an adult, it doesn't give you rights to their decisions. So because you feel like you are talking to her and she did not listen, that gives you the parameter to think that you turn against her. You are just like a complete nuisance who build and use his own hand to scatter it. Be the judge of your own self if you are making any sense to yourself. Unfortunately, you are not even scattering this because you can't do worse than what our enemy has already done. It can't be worse than what it already is. You are just another noise maker. All you did was to show the world who the hell is Karimot. You print out the resume for yourself. In the name of what? You talked to her, she did not listen. Oh, yeah, you came out and you said Mohbad gave her affection, and the girl said, no, in respect to my husband, I don't want my husband to be disrespected like that. That was her husband. She has a right. When before you, in normal condition, before you jump out and do a show to say you are fighting for your sister, you don't think you are supposed to consult her. And this goes to so many of you. But so many of you do this same nonsense. You help somebody with an invitation to travel to UK or this one, or you pay for somebody's school fees. You have to determine the cost they do. You have to determine what they do. Because you do one favor, you want to be the controller general of their life. It is absurd, it is ungodly, it is stupid, it is inhuman. Africans, we see so many of it. I can give you instances of such, especially these are our abroad people. They are so quick to tell your story. I'm about to day now, to the Latin, and because it's when they come, you stay in your house and you want to decide what work he do, when he work, what kind of job he does. You want to decide the people he talks to, the people. Why? You have not done a favor, you are a devil. Most favor from Africans, they are not favor, they are traps to control your life, to put a leash on you. And that's exactly what this girl is doing. So you are pained that she did not listen. You are so proud of yourself, you are even comfortably saying that you abused her. Saying, okay, I gave her a dirty slap. An adult. But you see, this is a reflection of one thing. I cannot help but spot the reality that these people are from a dysfunctional family, very dysfunctional family. And that's, I don't want to judge them, but I want to talk to you who have been watching the whole scenario. Those of you who have the privilege to raise children now, please make the future of your children a factor. Raise your children with love. So many, you can see people who lack love in their life. Raise your children in love. Hear me, single mother. The fact that you are a single mother does not mean you are going to be pouring bitterness, pain, and anger right on your children and give them an investment for their future to carry on your own bitterness. Your experience is not the reality of their life. What you are going through should not reflect on how you relate with your children, what you say to them. Don't say nonsense about your husband to your children because you are not together. It builds up monsters in your children. Raise them with love. You are going through a lot, but raise them with love. Hear me, sister. Yes, single mother, single parent, single lady. There is no good lesson that you can learn from pain. Don't let pain teach you. Learn with love, and you will live a very peaceful and amiable life. Like I said, I'm not expecting any justice from this Mohbad movement, but hopefully we'll see the end of the narrative.